Welcome back, everybody. Got a quick one for you. Going to talk about RKLB. Hope you've been following along because we've been getting a good move out of this particular trade, and I suspect it's going to continue to do well. All right, so we got all right, today's bar, as you can see here on today's trade, we got a little bit of a doji coming in. All right, we got that. Move this here out of the way so you can see it. All right, got a little bit of a doji coming in here, and that's a little bit of an indecision type bar. Okay, that bar right there says we're not really sure what we're going to do here. We're going to continue going higher. We're going to go lower. If we look at the 2-minute chart, right, looks like we dropped down a little bit in the after hours at about $33. So we hit $34, came down to about 33. We closed about right in here at about somewhere around 33.17 or so. All right, so that kind of let us know that okay, we couldn't really get much higher on today's trading, which today is Tuesday, the 24th. All right, so we we kind of had a little bit of an up down day, but we didn't really close much higher than when we opened our today's high. We just kind of closed in the middle of all that. So that was what they kind of call a doji or an indecision type bar, which is kind of an indication that they aren't quite sure if they're going to continue to put money into it to push it higher, or if they're going to, or if it's just kind of petering out, and maybe we might be getting our pullback. But it's not terribly, because our open was at 33.08 and our close was at 33.48. So I mean, we did get roughly 32 cents out of the trade. Okay, we just didn't get like we got here. Okay, so as a follow through from this bar, we didn't get much higher. Okay, so we know that it could be starting to peter out a little bit here. All right, we do know our $33 area is our kind of our resistance area, because if we go back to $33, what was that? $33 and some change. I forget exactly what that number was before I moved it, but I think it was about $33, $33.40 or something like that. We'll put $33.40 and see where it puts us. All right. So it actually is more top of this one, but let's go out and look, because that was our previous high a year ago. And let's see what our previous high was a year ago. So our previous high a year ago was 33.34. All right. So if we take this and put it back where it was, all right. I got 33.35, so close enough. All right. So we know our previous high was here at 33.34. Okay. And so we're retesting that area now. And so we're getting a little bit of a distance away from our moving averages. And a lot of times, we want to come back and retest in this area before moving on. And kind of like how it did here. But here I believe it was more because of this window that had opened. Okay. And so it came back and shut that window down over here. Okay, and once it shut that window, it did it real quick too. It came down, hit it, and took off. Okay, so I kind of suspect that we may be running into some resistance here, because we've done it before, and maybe we might get a little bit of pullback, retest in here somewhere, and then continue higher, breaking back through there. Now I have these little trend lines that I put in because I was trying to figure out where the next target would be. I had this line here or there, but didn't have a price, so I wasn't sure why I had that line there, and why it didn't have a price. So I put the price in, and then I tried to check it, and it looks like it may be this move up, and then this move down, and then that move up. Because when I went out to a higher time frame, right, you can kind of see it there. Okay, and then this is the monthly chart here. Okay, so our monthly move was this here. If I duplicate that drawing, and I take it and I drop it back down here. Okay, so that was our move up. Here's our pullback, and then our next move up should put us at about 39.78. And if we get the same kind of pullback we got as this one here, then we're going to pull back to about $24 or so, and then push higher again, and then we should push through this 39.78 area. Now, is that how it's going to work? Yeah, who knows? Okay, this is just kind of to give you an idea of what you know, given how we moved in the past, how the future could look. But you know, who knows what the future's going to bring, right? So that's just kind of give you an idea. And these are monthly bars, so you know, so it's going to take a while to get, you know, if the bar is this size, you know, to get up here, you know, you're looking at maybe another month or two, and then, you know, the pullback. So, but who knows how it's going to play out. All right, so now if we go back to our 3 months in a day and our charting there, we know we were running into some resistance at a previous high. And we may get a little bit of a push up through that here. Today's Tuesday, so Wednesday we may get a little bit more of a push. It'd be nice if we could push up through that and then come back and retest this previous high and make it as some support, and then go and try this area here. So we'll see how that plays out. Keep an eye on it. We did get this little bit of a doji, so that may, you know, maybe we might, who knows, we might get the pullback early and then push through all of it. But we do know our target is around $40 from here. All right, because we've already reached our previous high, so we want to get through that and test that $40 area before the possible pullback, or maybe we might just continue and blow on through. Who knows? So I've seen Palantir do it. Maybe RKLB do the same. Okay, so that's what I got for now with RKLB. I think we're gonna continue to push higher on it. We may get a little bit of a pullback. I don't think we're gonna get a sell-off. We might get a pullback, which, you know, is buy the dip opportunity. If we do get a pullback down into $30 or $29, it might be a good opportunity to load up some more before going higher. I think with this J-hook pattern coming in, and with these bars are pretty strong, but we did put in this doji, and so if we open up and start to push higher, be careful how the bar reacts. If it does like this one did, because this was a nice green bar at one point, and then it came back and ended up closing lower, and then it kept selling off. Okay, but that bar was kind of nice, kind of like that one. Actually, they were probably pretty much the same at one point. This one actually closed green, but this one sold off. So, yeah, so I think we're still in a nice uptrend with RKLB. I think we're going to continue to push higher and make new highs. I think it's going to take us, you know, into the end of this year and into the next year in order to get really up until, you know, the $60 and $70 range. But I believe that this particular stock is going to continue to go higher. I think it's got a good strong. I think it's a good strong company, and I believe that it will continue to go higher. Just, you know, bar any other, you know, crazy stuff happening with the, you know, tariffs and war and all that other stuff that that makes people pull their money and put it in in the backyard underneath a rock. Alright, so that's all I got for you right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be careful out there. These markets are crazy.